Once upon a midnight dream, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I murmured, rapping at my chamber door. That it is, and nothing more. Distinctly I remember, it was in the bleak December, and each severing I numbered brought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I sought the borrow, for my book's uses of sorrow for the lost adore. For the rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels wing and all, made us here forever. And the silken, sad, and certain rustling of the purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, that it is, and nothing more."
Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door. That is scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, Lenore? This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word, Lenore! Merely this and nothing more. Back into my chamber journey, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping so much louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see what there it is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind and nothing more."
Open here I flung the shutter, when with many flirting flutter, in there stepped the steady raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least of days unmaking, not a meanest sorrow sick, but with mien of Lord or Lady, perched upon my chamber door, perched upon a vast palace, just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiled my sad fancy into smiling. By the grave and stare decorum of the countenance it bore, though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou, I said, hast sure no craven. A ghastly grim and ancient raven wandering from the nightly shore, tell me why the lordly name is of the night's Plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Much I marvel this ungainly fowl to hear this portion plainly, though it sounds of little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast upon the sculpture bust above his chamber door, with such a name as nevermore.
But the raven, sitting lonely on the passive bust, spoke only that one word, as if he saw in that one word he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, "Other friends have flown before, on the morrow he will leave me as my hopes have flown before." Then the bird said, "Nevermore." Startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken, "Doubtless," said I, "what it utters is its only stock and store, God from some unhappy master, whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one boredom bore. Till the dirges of his hope, then melancholy boredom bore, of never, nevermore." But the raven, still beguiling all my fancy into smiling, straight I wheeled a caution seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking, fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking never.
This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burning to my bosom scorn. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining, on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated o'er. But whose velvet violet lining with the lamplight gloating o'er, she shall press on, nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed by an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, that God hath lent thee, by these angels he hath sent thee. Respite, respite impending from thy memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff this kind of impending, and forget this lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempter's toast be here or shore. Desolated yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore, quoth the raven, nevermore.
Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still if bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell this all with sorrow, laden Eve, within a distance maiden, he shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Be that were our sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shriek of stern. Get thee back to the tempest and the nice Victorian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that light I had spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from off my heart, take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
And the raven, never fleeting, still sitting, on the palibest palace, just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon that is dreaming. And the lamplight is streaming over him, throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul, from out the shadow, lies floating on the floor, shall be lifted